Good morning. This is John Harder, aka Coins Eagle. Do you know what is one of the biggest buzzes out there right now? Cryptocurrency. People are talking about cryptocurrency and blockchain and technology everywhere. Governments are working on trying to figure out how they can, how crypto, how they've been taxing people on everything, okay? Whenever there was an exchange with money. But now cryptocurrency is not owned by the governments. And so governments are coming to the conclusion that it is not owned by the government, and therefore when you make an exchange from crypto to crypto, like a payment, or if you pay for goods and services, it's not taxable. It doesn't really affect anything with the government. There is no there's no bank that can say, look, you know what, I want a piece of that action. You have to pay me a piece of that action, because listen, cryptocurrency was created for exactly that reason, so that the banks, who always had to have a piece of the action whenever a deal went down, no longer needed to have their fingers in it. And of course, this is not really what the banks want. You think about it, you realize the general population, us as people, it's nothing but good for us. It's nothing but good, okay? Now, let me also say this. Have you ever, or ask you a question maybe, have you ever checked out what actually are some of the most searched terms on the internet? Well, they are such as how to make extra money, how to make money online, how to make build home-based business, how to how to create extra income. Now, what if I could show you a or should I say maybe a series of slides that will convey to you how you can have a home-based business that has both, that is cryptocurrency based and allows you to accumulate cryptocurrency, since we are in this buzz right now, where really the cryptocurrency is beginning to become wide, how should I say it, mainstream adoption for payments, and while also establishing a home-based business for yourself to create an income. How about that? Okay. So if you will stay with me here for a bit, I'm going to share my screen and show you some slideshow and show you how this works. All right. Okay, so hopefully the screen share is going to work, because sometimes it don't. All right, I think we're sharing the screen. I think that this is actually already working. Okay, so it looks to me like okay. Yeah, so the first slide here is, do you want profit? Well, of course we all do, right? Let's just simply be honest and say, yeah, I want a profit, because we all want a profit. All right, so Python signals one business with two opportunities, as I mentioned, two opportunities in one business that you can build, okay? So opportunity number one is the crypto cycles and trends trading. And why crypto cycles and trends trading? Because it's the oldest and most reliable way to make money on the internet, or I mean, from the crypto market. It can be done by anyone at any time with any amount of money. No longer is it the case where only multimillionaires can play in the sandbox, if you will, with the millionaires and make you know, and get much richer while everybody else gets poorer. Isn't that a fantastic idea? All right, so how does it work? Well, the idea is to buy low and sell high. It's really that simple. It's the same as when a person puts up a store, you know. The idea is to buy the products at a lower price, sell them at a higher price, and that's your profit margin right there. Okay, so that's how this works too. And if you've been watching my videos, then you maybe have come across one already where I actually show you on the highs and lows in the in CoinMarketCap, where we follow a coin on its highs and lows and how to do this, how it works to cash in on that, right? And so if we say that, okay, on CoinMarketCap, we can show you how to do this, then why would we need Python signals? Ah, yeah, let me show you that, because Python signals plays a very important role in order, you know, in profiting in that way. All right, so here we have, and this is just showing us the power of cycles and trends trading. And so over the course of a 1 year period here, let me say this though, if you've ever invested with banks, then you already know approximately what the profit margin is of an investment over the period of a year. It's probably at the very most 1 or 2%, maybe. All right. Maybe I haven't you know, done enough of them. I did an investment once with the bank, and it didn't turn out that great for me, because I mean, in all honesty, after 6-year investment, I actually lost money because I only got my money back, and inflation in the meantime had you know, had caused the value of that money to actually be worth less, and all I could do was just get my money back. There was actually no profits. Now, in 1 year here in the cryptocurrency space, here's what you can do, or what you were able to do in 2017. And of course, there are times when the profit margin is much higher than this. And we'll show you a little bit in just a little bit here what can be done even in a bear market. Okay, all right. So here we are in 2017. Let's say in January, you could buy $100 worth of Bitcoin and sell it in December at 1,400. You could buy $100 worth of Ethereum in January and sell it in December at 8,750. You could buy $100 worth of Litecoin and sell it at $5,000 in December. Monero, $100 worth selling at 2,400 in Dash, $100 worth in January. In December, it's worth $8,890. That same $100 purchase, these kind of profits. And so a $500 purchase turning out to be turns into $26,440. That's a pretty good profit, all right? Now, the $1 million question is, when should I buy and when should I sell? You see, that's the part that where Python signals becomes valuable, okay? Because not knowing when to buy and when to sell is the biggest hurdle when it comes to making money in the cryptocurrency space. Because if you're guessing what the lows are and what the highs are, really it just doesn't work out that great. And why is that? Well, let's say you know that you want to buy at the lowest that you can, right? But you have no idea when that's going to be, right? And so you're waiting and you're waiting and you're looking, you're following the market, and another thing is you don't really know which coins to buy because you don't know which coins are going to do what, right? Now, with Python signals, let me show you something. Python signals, you can know which coins, and you can also know what those coins are going to do, okay? So meet Marius Landman, our chief data analyst, okay? So through Python signals, Marius Landman, he gives us the data, the projected data as to what the future of the coins are going to be, of the top 40 coins, as we will see in a bit. Okay, so he has worked for major corporations with an algorithm that he had developed which will project a future outcome using the data from past circumstances and events, okay? And thus allowing you to make changes to the data and get a projected future outcome with amazing accuracy, all right? Now, in 2015, he plugged that system into the cryptocurrency market. And in 2018, in the bear market during January to July, if you go back and study what the markets were during that period of time, it was a bear market, was very, it just there wasn't that much activity in the market. And still, he pulled out 518% profit. Now that's pretty amazing, right? Okay, so while Wall Street, you know, if you remember in 2017 when Bitcoin went up to like $20,000, Wall Street was using the news media to tell people to buy, while Marius was telling his subscribers to sell. Sell your coins at 19.5 because the price is coming down very shortly after that. And so many of his subscribers, many of Marius's subscribers pulled out their profits at 19,500. And the rest of us, we went over the cliff with the price drop, okay? So that's what kind of value this can be. And again, if you've been watching my videos where I go through and take a coin and go through and show exactly how the highs and lows work, you will find that there is amazing amount of profits to be made in those highs and lows in the cryptocurrency market. All right. Okay, so so what does it take to actually have access to this data? Well, you've got to become a subscriber on Python Signals. That's really that simple, right? So these are the packets. You can just simply come in where you fit in. It really doesn't matter. All packages provide you the exact same data. The only difference is in the pay plan. Yes, Python Signals also has a pay plan. Remember I said at the beginning of this video that how some of the search terms that are being used typed in as some of the most highest volume of search terms is that of creating an extra income and so on. Well, here's the thing with Python Signals, instead of lotions and potions and some kind of other products, we're saying if you have the money, everything else you can buy, okay? And so the product here is to be able to trade as a, how should I say, as an intelligent asset allocator in the cryptocurrency market and gain profits, okay? And we'll explain more as we go through so that becomes more clear. But there is also a pay plan attached to this product, okay? All right, so let's look at the packages a little more closely and see what the difference is between them. Okay, so we have the silver package, which is $50, and it gives you 30 days access to the trading data, okay? And it pays 6 levels in the matrix at 24%. The gold package is $150 and gives you 90 days access to the trading data and pays 9 levels in the matrix at 36%. Then we have the platinum package, which is $250. And it gives you 180 days access. And if you notice, it is actually a $50 savings from the gold package. And it gives you 6 months access. It pays 12 levels deep at 48%. The Galaxy Pack, Galaxy 500, gives you 12 months access, not 15 as it says here. That was only in pre-launch. So now it gives you 12 months access and pays 18 levels in the matrix at 65.5%. And we're going to take a closer look at that. Now, all 4 packages also have a direct referral bonus of 10% for referring people yourself. Okay, so that works. And then if the lifetime package isn't sold out, which I know we're getting close, it also pays 18 levels, and it's a unlimited. You only pay once, and it pays a direct referral bonus of 15% as opposed to 10%. All right. Okay, so that's what the packages are. Now, let me just say here that Python Signals does not do any trading for you. And I'm saying this because there have been many platforms, and I know there still are, because I've came across one just recently, programs that have been put up by, and I don't know who puts these programs up, but I've been involved in them before. I am no longer, but and there's a reason for that. And that is because there is no, you don't know who owns it. The owners of it are hiding. They don't come out. You don't know who they are. And oh yeah, oh, supposedly they do have support. Actually, yeah, they do have support, but you never know. You never know who you're contacting or nothing like that, or who it is. But what happens is they pay a few people to get the buzz rolling, and then they disappear because, well, whatever the reason is, but then they disappear and everybody loses their money. Okay, so that's why I say I'm no longer in those type of programs, and that's why I'm also telling you that Python Signals is not that type of a program. As I will also actually show you the owners of this website, and we are in communication with them. Okay, so these aren't, this isn't somebody who's hiding, you know, and trying to get people's money and then disappear. We know where these people live. Okay, so they're being transparent with everything they do. All right, so all right, so what do you get with the packages? All right, so hey, you get Marius's timely trading reports for the top 40 cryptos. Okay, remember I mentioned earlier that you also need to know which cryptos to buy. You need to know what the highs and the lows are going to be. Okay, because if you're just guessing, then you end up waiting too long on the high and you go over the cliff, and at that point it's no longer a buyer's market, so there's no buyers, you know, so you're you lose your profit. You know, my first lesson in the cryptocurrency space was exactly that, and that lesson cost me $33,000. Okay, so I paid for that lesson, and now I know what that is. Okay, so as I mentioned, the top 40 cryptos, that's what you get access to, the timely trading reports. Okay, and these become available in the Python Signals back office for the members. Okay. And you get private Zoom meetings with Marius and team, email notifications, and also the 5.1 million annual income roadmap. What? 5.1 million annual income? Yeah, let's take a look at that. Opportunity number 2, the revenue share plan, 5.1 million annual income roadmap. And so here we have the guidelines for this roadmap. And if you notice, it's not a 5-page fine print documentation that you have to study for a week before you can understand how this pay plan works. It is so incredibly simple. You see, all it takes is to be a subscriber. Now, being a subscriber with Python Signals gives you access to the trading data, so you can intelligently allocate your assets, and you get access to the 2x18 forced matrix pay plan. Okay, that just simply means that as people, that the person that referred you or people from above them have or are building their matrix, well, it will spill into yours. Now, of course, if you are just going to sit and wait for a spillover, it could take a while before you'll see any significant amount of commissions. But hey, if you have the patience, the commissions will come. Or you can optionally also refer people yourself and speed up the process. And not only that, but also gain an extra 10% over and above what the matrix payout is. Okay, So those are the options. But you don't need to have referrals in order to be paid. You also don't need to have a certain amount of volume that your left legs or right leg or any leg produces before you can get paid. We don't have any of that, okay? All right, so all commissions are paid in Bitcoin daily. You have to buy your package with Bitcoin, and you also get paid in Bitcoin. All right, so that's how this works. All right, let us take a look at the matrix table here and see how this works. Now, this table is based on the idea that every person has bought the Galaxy 500 package and referred 2 people, and that everybody is following those footsteps. Okay, so that's basically what this is based on. But we'll go over and show you how it plays out in different scenarios. Okay. All right. So the first column we have here are the levels of the matrix. The second column are the percentages that each level pays. The third column are the amount of subscriptions sold in each level, and then the amount of pay on each level, and then finally the total payout on the matrix payout on each level. All right. Okay, so now